So ninth grade students gain the attention of scientists after their experiment reveals a dark truth about Wi-Fi. All right. This is interesting. So this is a couple weeks old. I've not heard about this yet. This is new to me. And this is from the Awareness Act. I'm not familiar with this website. I'm not familiar with this outlet at all. I don't know anything about it. But let's go ahead and see what they got to say. We have long encouraged students to find ways to connect with their schoolwork, making it interesting and personal, holding their attention longer, and allowing them to see more success. So we've just decided they can text throughout class. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Maybe. Who knows? This was the case at a school in northern Jutland, where a group of ninth grade students recently embarked on a biology experiment inspired by their own personal experience with concentrating. Okay. Leah Nelson, one of the students, explained, "We all think we have experienced personal difficulty concentrating in school if we had slept with the phone next to our heads, and sometimes have experienced difficulty sleeping." Curious about the shared experience, the group of girls designed an experiment to investigate the impact of Wi-Fi radiation on living cells. Specifically, they chose to use cress seeds. Taking 400 seeds, they separated them out across I can't read numbers today, apparently, across 12 different trays. 6 of the trays were placed in each of 2 rooms. Both rooms were kept at the same temperature, and both sets of trays were given the same amount of water and access to sunlight throughout the experiment. One difference between the 2 rooms, creating the basis for their experiment: the trays in one room were placed next to 2 Wi-Fi routers. The Wi-Fi routers broadcast the same type of radiation that can be observed coming in from our cell phones, allowing the students to recreate the impact of sleeping with your phone on your bedside table next to your head. But you know what? I'm weird about doing that. I don't have any like scientific explanation. I feel uncomfortable if my phone is on the bed with me. If it's I always keep it on a nightstand, or I just keep it on a desk, totally separate from me. I know some people put it under their pillow, and that just weirds me out. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't have some long science explanation behind that. I really don't. It's just a personal thing. It doesn't feel okay for me. And this experiment may have some solutions, or may have some revelations for us to consider. Fellow Ryan, you're the same way. You can't. Yeah, I can't. It just weirds me out. All right. It just bugs me. Like, that's all I got. All right. So the results: after 12 days, it was shocking to see the difference between the 2 sets of trays. So one set of trays had the Wi-Fi going on. The other did not. And these are seeds. It isn't good because each time it goes off, it stimulates the brain, basically put. Yeah, I can see that. All right. So after 12 days, it was shocking to see. While the cress seeds in the first room were growing well, appearing healthy and flourishing in their environment, the same could not be said for the second room. The seeds that were placed next to the router showed no real growth at all, but they had a killer Instagram account. They were like, still in the room selfie. No, I'm just kidding. They probably didn't do that. Some of the scenes can even be observed showing signs of mutilation or dying off entirely. Then they show you a picture. The seeds from the unexposed room look green and healthy. The seeds from the exposed room kind of look like seeds that didn't do shit. They look like they just did nothing. The experiment was enough to open the students' eyes about cell phone use. All right, so where is this Jutland? All right, I don't know where this is, and it doesn't really say. So I'm going to Google this and see if I can find another thing that kind of corroborates this. All right, so students experiment Wi-Fi. All right, let's see if that finds. All right, so there's a few other. Okay, so this is in Denmark, and The Guardian is reporting on this too. You may have seen, okay. And I'll be honest, Jutland is just, like, I don't know. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's another one, Northern Jutland. Let's see here. I feel like there might be more than one. All right, so Northern Jutland. All right, so there's different regions. But it is in Denmark, at least part of it. North Jutland is in Denmark. There's a North Denmark region. It's in all right, interesting. All right, so there are some other and I guess they did this a while ago. Here's something that kind of goes against this. No, Wi-Fi does not hurt plants or anything else. Few things make me more irrational angry. This story is an old one, but it's making rounds again about a Danish ninth grade class that tested the germination of cress seeds placed next to Wi-Fi routers. But the real problem goes deeper than this. All right, so this person's saying that it's not legit because they're not factoring medicine. All right, so there you go. There's a couple other. This certainly happened, and yeah, interesting thing that happened. And there's some other articles corroborating it. There's one that says it's not an accurate experiment because they don't take medicine into account. I think that's a weird connection to make, but yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.